Tonight, we have a very special fight between Disney's Maui from Moana
and Disney's Hercules from, well, Hercules.
Honey, you mean Hercules!
And it's our job to analyze their strength, speed, hacks, and equipment to find out who will win a fight. Possibly to the death, but it's not really required because we aren't such hacks from some other death-based channel. Unlike in most myths of Hercules/Heracles, Disney's Hercules was born to two godparents, the sky god Zeus and the god of women Hera.
So he's technically not a demigod, but a true full god.
Yes, that is technically true. However, when he drank Hades' potion, he lost his godhood, drinking all but a single drop, leaving him with only his godlike strength.
Where did he even get that? Are there Pokemarts where they sell anti-god potions at discount prices? What's the story here?
Well, it's never explained. But even if he did drink all of it, it wouldn't matter that much. Even when Hercules was at full depowered mode, he was able to take down a giant Cyclops Titan. All he had for weapons was a rope and a torch. No oil or bombs required.
Bombs?
Luckily for Hercules, he has mad strength to back up his mad skill, having crushed a Hydra with a mountain and plugged an active volcano with a massive boulder.
As a baby, Hercules lifted an entire house after he dropped his ball underneath it. And as a teenager, he was able to knock over an entire complex by accident. But his most impressive feat was when he was able to grab a Cyclone Titan, have it suck up a lava, earth, and ice titan, then throw it into space, which caused it to explode like a nuclear bomb.
This would easily make Hercules city level, as these titans were casually able to destroy city.
His strength is also equal to his durability, not just because of basic physics, where his body would have to be equal to the force of his attacks, but also because he survived a mountain falling on top of him after he was poisoned while fighting the Hydra.
But all that is what he can do in the movies. Let's get on to what he can do in the show.
In the Disney TV show, Hercules has many more feats, such as lifting the sky over his head, and taking the force of the sky being above his head and holding it up.
Being able to hold up the sky and take all of its pressure, this easily makes Hercules a planet surface buster.
I know air doesn't really sound all that heavy, but don't forget just how much there is. The atmosphere of the Earth weighs 5.5 quintillion tons. To put that mathematically, that's 5.5 tons times 10 to the 15th power.
Briefly, Hercules did attain godhood once more, but he gave it all up to live with Megara.
But those are just his feats. There are also some impressive statements about Hercules, such as when Hades tells Jafar, yes, that Jafar, about Hercules lifting the sun.
This foe actually lifted the sun?
Yeah, lousy demigod strength, huh? If he had a brain, then he'd be dangerous.
Hercules does have too much in the way of intelligence, as even Aladdin was able to defeat him just by tricking him. However, after this encounter, Hercules began to train his mind too, not just his body.
No matter how many times Hercules is thrown into the dirt, he always gets back up, because he has the heart of a true hero.
It's Maui time!
Maui is the mythological demigod from Polynesian mythology.
Objection!
But actually, Maui is not a demigod. He's actually a kupua, which are actually closer to wizards, or super powerful spirits, or superheroes, rather than a half-god, half-mortal.
Yeah, but we're talking about Disney's Maui rather than the mythological being who is only stated to be a demigod, and a great one at that. He's stated to pull islands from the ocean, and just like Hercules, he has two thumbs and held up the sky. Although, it is less impressive since he only had to hold it up once and didn't have to hold it there.
And just like the mythological Maui, he hooked the sun so that he could extend your days and bring you fun. Now, there is a possibility that this is just a planetary feat, as he could have just been slowing the Earth's rotation.
If Maui's tattoos are to be believed, his hook traveled to the sun done in just 1 second. Light itself takes roughly 500 seconds to reach Earth, making Maui's hook 500 times the speed of light.
Man, he sounds suspiciously like Hercules. I don't know, maybe Disney ripped off themselves, but that's just a theory. A corporate theory. But unlike Hercules, Maui has a few extra powers, such as being able to transform into different animals, like an eagle, a whale, a shark head, and many other things. Man, Herc really has his hands full. Sounds like Maui has this hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What happened? I thought Maui was going to win. Explain yourself, Jar. Your simulation is broken.
Yes, while it is true that the two of them are very similar, Maui's speed would allow him to blitz Hercules, if we ignore a powerful feat from Hercules, where he was able to move a constellation by moving past it, which is massively faster than light. In fact, it's millions of times more faster than Maui's 500 times the speed of light feat. And that speed feat only works if we take the tattoo as being accurate. Now, if you don't want to include this speed feat from Hercules, and say it was only done for comedic effect, then that's fine. Hercules should roughly scale to Zeus, considering the Titans were able to defeat Zeus, and Hercules was able to defeat the Titans.
I see, so your simulation was right, but Maui's tattoos were wrong. I see what you're doing, but their feats were so similar. What gives Hercules this victory?
At the end of the Hercules movie, Zeus manipulated the stars to paint a picture of Hercules in the sky. Not only is this an extreme speed feat, just as good as the one before, but this also proves that Hercules is constellation level. It wasn't statements or feats that gave Hercules the victory, it was power scaling.
Oh, right. And when Hercules made a draft so strong that it recreated the updraft scene involving Marilyn Monroe.
In conclusion, there are 3 ways we can scale them. With statements, Maui just barely wins. With feats, Hercules wins, and lastly, with power scaling, Hercules also wins. Which means Hercules would win 3 out of 4 ways we could scale this.
Looks like Maui didn't get the hook.
Looks like Hercules gets the win.
Next time on Fast Fictional Fights!